What are the habits that will make you healthy, happy, and successful? Welcome to the Best You podcast. My name is Nick Carrier, and I'm an entrepreneur and fitness trainer who has coached over 500 people through my program, The 10-Week Transformation. As an athlete in high school, fitness was always a part of my life. But when I no longer played sports, I had to learn how to more seamlessly integrate health and fitness into my everyday life. The Best You podcast will make it so exercising and eating healthy isn't something you try to do, but it's just part of who you are. I'm really excited to dive in today's episode in the healthiest habits that I do daily, because we all know the importance of habits. Habits are so darn important. We all know that, or hopefully we all know and understand that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. If you guys don't know what compound interest is, then you need to learn what compound interest is. It's a finance term, but good habits are the compound interest of self-improvement, meaning if you do things daily, weekly, monthly, regularly, they will not necessarily move the needle a ton in the short term, but they will move the needle significantly in the long term. And so it's a really important question to ask yourself, like, are the habits that I'm doing right now serving me and who I want to become? Am I doing any habits that are serving me and who I want to become? Or is what I'm doing not serving me anymore? Do I need to stop doing anything? Do I need to start doing anything? Do I need to continue to do other things? And so I know that for me, over the last 6 years, I have had some habits that have stuck with me over that entire time and have served me in such a profound way so that I can be a healthy individual, and not just a healthy person when it comes to your physical health, but healthy emotionally, spiritually, relationally, like all areas of life are what these habits are going to touch on today. So it's not necessarily just physical health, but it's all areas of health. So let's dive in. The 7 healthiest habits that I do daily, and for each one, I'll kind of describe why I think it's so important to who I've become and who I am becoming. So habit number 1 is drink 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. Every morning I get up to my alarm, yes, even on the weekends, I brush my teeth, and then I go drink 16 ounces of water without fail. It does not matter where I am, whether I'm at home, I'm at my parents' house, I'm at a hotel, on vacation, anywhere, I am drinking water first. I mean, we all know the importance of hydration, but I think when you hydrate in the morning, it just feels like the water flushes out your system and it provides you with energy right away. And even above just kind of the physical benefits, it provides you with the mental benefits of, I'm the kind of person who is going to prioritize a healthy habit first thing in the morning. So if you're not drinking water right away when you wake up now, I would really recommend you do so. Try not to drink coffee first. If you're a big coffee person, I'm a huge coffee person as well, but try not to drink coffee first. Try to have at least 12 or 16 ounces of water before you have anything else first thing in the morning. So that's habit number 1. Habit number 2, I complete the verse of the day in the Bible app that I have that's called YouVersion. Now, I went to a Catholic high school, which was Marist School in Atlanta, Georgia, and our coaches and teachers always taught us that our priorities should go in this order: faith, family, school, and sports. That's what it was in school. So now I'm out of school. It's more like faith, family, career, and extracurricular activities, if you will. And so I remember after college, I revisited this list of priorities because I would take pride in telling other people that that was my list of priorities. But then I just realized, you know what? I'm not actually doing anything to live this out. I'm not doing anything that proves to myself or proves to others that faith is actually the number 1 priority in my life. And so I had a little gut check and I was like, okay, I've got to do something differently to prove to myself that faith actually is the number 1 priority in my life. And so I started to think about, okay, what can I do to prove to myself that faith is the number 1 priority of my life? And so I thought, what better way to prove it than by doing something with my faith first thing in the day, first thing in the morning. So usually it's after I have a glass of water, after I shower, I sit down, and before anything else, I pull up my Bible app and I go through the verse of the day. And this only takes me about 5 minutes. It's watching a short video, reading a verse, and then reading an explanation of a verse. And so it's such a great way for me to recenter myself at the beginning of the day and remember what truly is the most important thing in my life and really what path I'm on and who's guiding me. And so is it everything that I could be doing with regards to my faith and spiritual life? No. Is it working for me now? Yes. Will I probably try to do more in the future? Yes. But for right now, I have been doing this for years, and it has really provided me with the confidence that yes, faith is my center and it is the number one priority and it guides everything that I do. Habit number 3 is I read for 45 minutes. Now, maybe not 7 out of 7 days a week, but at least 5, usually 6. I was the person who in college, I didn't read. In high school, didn't read. Summer reading, yeah, thank you, SparkNotes. In college, reading a textbook, not all that interesting. I'll maybe skim it, but I just hated reading because I was never interested in whatever it was that I was reading. And then my brother introduced me to my first self-help book, personal development book, if you will, after I graduated college. And I ate it up. I loved it. I felt like it changed so much about my mindset. And ever since, I have been an avid reader. I mean, I've read so many books over the last 6 years since graduating college, and I truly believe that has changed my life. Now, if you read fiction books, that's completely fine as well. I think there's a lot of great value out of reading fiction books. I think you can learn from fiction books. I think you can be entertained by fiction books, but I would recommend to every single one of you, whether you like nonfiction or not, I would recommend that you read at least a little bit of nonfiction because there's so many more just real stories that you can learn from people who have done this and done that and learn from their experiences. And then there's so much great advice that you can learn to change your mindset and legitimately change the trajectory of your life. So I read 45 minutes, at least 5, if not 6 days a week. Number 4, I write down 3 things that I'm thankful for. I have a notebook. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to hold it up real quick. I have a notebook where every single day I write at the bottom of it 3 things that I'm thankful for. And it has been something that I've literally done for the last 6 years. I mean, maybe not 365 out of 365 days, but at least 360 out of 365 days. And I'll tell you the most profound impact it has had is I know that in the beginning of the day, if I am consciously picking out something that I'm thankful for, then I will think about other things and recognize other things and be aware of other things as I live my day that I'm also thankful for. So it allows me to be more cognizant of things that I'm thankful for in my life. And it also allows me to shift my perspective on seemingly bad situations and circumstances. And I think about, okay, how can I be thankful for this? So writing down 3 things that I'm thankful for has been huge for my positivity and my mindset. 5th is exercise. Now, I know that's not very specific, but those of you guys who have followed this for any period of time, you know I talk a lot about exercise, and you can go check out plenty of fitness blogs that I've posted in the past about what you should be doing, how many reps, how many sets, what style of exercise and everything like that. But for me, I've done it all over the years. Right now, it's a lot of weightlifting, it's doing some running. Sometimes it used to be cycle, sometimes it used to be yoga. Like you name a style of fitness, I have done it. And moving my body has no doubt allowed me to feel energetic throughout the day, have confidence in myself, and so much more. So exercise is number 5. Number 6 is cook dinner at home. Now, when I was trying to think about how to categorize a healthiest habit that I do daily from a nutrition perspective, there wasn't necessarily like one thing that I could point out that this nutritional habit is the most important. So the way that I wrote it down is cook dinner at home, or just like cook meals at home. Like I, most of the time, always cook 2 meals at home. Sometimes it's 3. Very rarely is it only 1, but cooking dinner at home is just so much better for you. It spares your health, it spares your wallet, and you are just in control of what's going on your plate and what you actually cook with. Like if you go to a restaurant, sure, you can order healthy options, but you never know where they're getting the food. You never know exactly what they're cooking it in. You don't know exactly what they're putting on it or putting in it. And so cooking at home not only is better for you from a health perspective, but it's also better for your wallet. So cooking dinner at home is my healthiest habit, number 6. Now, before diving into my 7th and actually my most important habit, the habit of all habits, I want to invite you to participate in one of our free offerings. You can participate in the virtual 10-week transformation 1-week free trial by going to nickcarrier.com/free trial. These are video workouts that you will absolutely love. And then you can also, if you're in Nashville, you can come to a free 10WT class by going to nickcarrier.com/free class and sign up today. Now let's get to number 7. Number 7 is plan my day the night before. Y'all, this is the habit of all my habits. It is literally, if this didn't happen, the other 6 would not nearly as routinely as they do. It is the most important of all of my habits. And so every single night before I go to bed, my last item on my to-do list reads, plan tomorrow. And I will, hour by hour, plan what I need to do, when I need to do it, when I need to be where. And that way I have such a clear picture of what tomorrow's objectives are and everything like that. And it really allows me a few things. One, to go to sleep more quickly because I'm not just sitting in bed thinking about all the things that I have to do tomorrow because it's already been planned. Number 2, it makes me more efficient the next day because instead of wasting time thinking about, well, what am I going to do next? Or what am I going to do next? I simply just refer to my notebook and I jump from one task to the other. And then I don't experience any decision fatigue. Like anytime you're going throughout your day, any decision that you're making, you're getting more and more fatigued, whether it's a big or small decision, whether it's deciding what to wear, what time to leave, what to do next, who to call. Like you are losing energy with every decision that you make. So if you can make some decisions in advance, then you're going to be able to devote more of your full energy and attention to the task at hand and finish the day with a whole lot less mental exhaustion. So make sure you take the time today to determine how you're going to spend your time tomorrow. I really think these 7 habits are what I attribute my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, my relational health. These things have really allowed me to both fill my own cup and show up as the best version of myself for me and for those other people who are in my life. So again, the 7, drink 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. Number 2, I complete the verse of the day in my Bible app, YouVersion. Number 3, I read for 45 minutes. 4, I write down 3 things that I'm thankful for. 5, exercise. 6, I cook dinner at home. And 7, I plan my day the night before. I'm curious as to what your most healthy habits are that you have right now. DM me on Instagram and let me know at carrier_bestyou. I know different habits work for different people. I'm not saying that you should do any one of these. I'm saying that has worked for me, and habits themselves are super important to implement and super important to be aware of and be in constant evaluation of. So make sure you DM me your most important habit at carrier_bestyou. And again, if you want to take part in the 1-week free trial of the virtual 10WT, go to nickcarrier.com/free trial. If you want to come take a free class in Nashville, go to nickcarrier.com/free class. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and hope it allows you to get closer and closer to your best you.